good, everybody? What's good? To another episode of Football Heads. Y'all rocking with your boy Herm Jack, aka the Black Jameson Hensley. You know, Bird Gang's in the building. I'm not going, whatever. But today is a kind of a serious topic. I ain't really gonna be talking about sports, you know, or world or teams. Put it like that, teams. When I'm gonna be talking about football teams, you can catch me Saturday and Sunday talking about that. But today we gonna speak up on the situation that happened with Damar Hamlin. Everybody know. You saw it this Monday. He got hurt, had a suffered a heart attack on the field. Nobody really seen that before. Well, at least not on a football field because people passing. This happened. Of course, we saw on the basketball court, seen it on the soccer court, seen it basically everywhere, but we have not seen it on a football field. We just haven't. And now today, the breaking news is that his neurological system is up to par, is straight. He holding his family's hands. His lungs is getting better. Thank God for that. Thank God for that. That's the strength and prayers, man. That's really the strength and prayers. That's really believing in your faith and believing in your maker, whoever it may be. But I'm not really going to speak on that. Once more details come out, let it pop off. I'm not going to sit here and assume and figure out because I am not a physician. I'm just a guy that speaks on here and give you, what I think about dealing with sports. But the main objective of this, man, is it's time for the NFL to understand what's really going on and start putting like insurance policies on these guys. People that's really, really hurt out here, from wear and tear, 13, 15 years, or just him just in his second year, and he might not even be able to play again. It's time for like Roger Goodell, Troy Vincent, whoever to get in this CBA in the next couple of years. Scrap the old stuff that's in the CBA and start implementing policies or insurance policies for these NFL players. Because they are the product. They are the product. You want good product, it's good product. If it ain't good product, what you do with it? You cut them, you release them. But if the product gets hurt during play, very badly hurt, they need to be insured for the next X amount of years. The reason I say that, prime example, if Demir, if he doesn't, assuming, this is assuming, he might need assistance. He only getting paid 800,000. Well, I'm just rounding it off, like 825 or something. He's only getting paid that much, and that's it. And you're not getting the whole 825,000. Let's understand that, y'all. Just because you see that 825,000, it's called taxes. And I'm sure up in Buffalo, there's taxes. You gotta pay them taxes, and it trickles down the line. So he probably leaving with no more maybe than 300,000, and he still got a family to take care of, family, kids, etc. So for on that situation, the NFL needs to step up and be like, okay, if this, he's hurt, give out an X amount of dollars a year, or give a nice settlement, because it's gonna pay for doctor bills, nurses, whoever coming, because his mom and his pops, they gonna need some help. And this is all assumption. This. I'm not saying this is gonna happen. It's a lot of NFL players out here that's not in the best positions. You know, messed up knees, messed up hips, can't walk. You know, there's plenty of them. It's plenty of them. And a good friend of mine, Garrett Bush, he be doing a Cleveland talk show host. Go check him out. He got all types of things going on. Locked On Browns. He got the barbershop. He got the joint in Cleveland, man. When he talk with them four guys, man, he pretty dope. So it's something about I want to start it from the jump, but he got good points and good sayings on what these football players is going through, and I love for y'all to hear.
Talk about this stuff every single time. Schedule remakes. How we gonna make it up? What the league feels about it? I don't give a damn what the league feels about it. Keep it real. Why we don't talk about the stuff that matters? This young man, you wanna know? You wanna know how what this you need to know about him? He's 24 years old, right? He got a contract for $160,000. That's his bonus, and he earns $825,000 this year. You say, G. Bush, why are you talking about this man's money? Because guess what? He's been in the league 2 years. That means he's not vested. That means if he never plays another down in his life, he don't get another check for the NFL. Let's be clear about this. You got to play 3 to 4 years before you even sniff a pension. So all this heartwarming and prayers and condolences don't do nothing for that boy's mom that got to go home, look at her son, and he might need extensive care for the rest of his life. And you know what the NFL will tell you? Well, we'll look out for the people like him. No, you won't. No, you won't. Let's talk about the disability policy for the NFL, right? They moved it from $22,000 a month to $4,000 in the last collective bargaining agreement. Did you know that the NFL has a private board that reviews all aspects with their doctors and with their neurologists and their specialists? They can deny benefits even if Social Security deems you to be permanently disabled. The league can come back and then say, the government is they're experts, but let's take it over so we don't pay anything out. Only 15% get approved by Social Security. The league says that number should be lower. Get that. 15% of the people who apply for disability in this country, I know, I was a disability expert. It's very low. I submitted over almost 250,000 applications in 1 year, one time. I know. Since the CTE settlement, only 6.5% of the settlement has been paid, according to the admin's website. I looked it up yesterday. And 60% of the claims have a qualifying diagnosis but have not been paid.
I understand that was a little bit long, but I wanted y'all to understand them jewels he was dropping, man. Them was real jewels that he was dropping. And you got to understand, that's why it's called the NFL. It's not for long. These guys really don't want to mess up their bottom lines. They don't want to damage this brand that they had going for well over 100 years. And let's put Damir's Hamilton's injury on the side. CTE. That's been going on for a lifetime. They gave, they broke off a settlement. They gave some guys some change, but it's change compared to the money that they make. It's change compared to the money that they make a year. And then on top of that, they forced the guys to sign a paper to waive not to give out the CTE information. They couldn't even put it out. It's gone somewhere. It's tucked in a vault in New York or something. Imagine if they would if we would know more about CTE and the damages it caused to your brain during and after football. They don't want to let that information out because why? Ain't no more product can come in, man. This really reminds me of sharecropping. And I don't mean to be on some racist or slave. This is like sharecropping. The field is where sharecropping is, where you live. You're living in a spot to work, and you get paid for it. It's a bigger definition than that, but I'm just really shortly abrasing it. And basically, what they're doing is sharecropping. They're just getting paid millions and millions of dollars, and that's why it's the piece of the pie. The quarterback gets the most, and it just breaks down in this pie. So if the sharecropper or the worker is damaged goods, guess what? He gets shipped out, and we get another person in. Or we can do it the traditional way. You get drafted and you ain't good. You ain't good. You gotta go. And through all these, there's probably been thousands and thousands of NFL players that entered the league. We're not going to talk about the people who just became busts or wasn't that good. We're talking about the people that came in and maybe suffered some injuries and still lingering off when they're not no longer in the league. It's just not fair. And I was commenting on a book earlier today, and had a good monologue with a couple of guys. Shout out to Sully Denny. Shout out to Matt Phillips. You know, I'm gonna give you a thing with what Matt said. We all play football. It's not safe regardless. Well, my thing was before I start with him, I was saying since Darmel Hamlin is okay, what the league's supposed to do now, or take care of the people in the future in case something like this happen again. So he we all play football, Matt Phillips. We all play football. It's not safe, regardless of what type of padding you have. It's not just football where this is happening. I posted a video, and it's happening in a lot of sports and non-contact sports as well. Something else is wrong. I told him, man, what you saying is facts. But if we being used as the product needs to be insured, right? Prime example, you buy a car, from GM, BMW, no matter whoever, Audi, whoever. Guess what happens? Somebody get injured, lawsuit happens. Guess what happens? They recall the product back. You got to take it back to the manufacturer, to your brand automobile business. They fix it. Blah blah blah. If something happens, they don't get for a lawsuit coming, right? If you make products out here, everybody that makes products, we can bring examples from M&M's, Case Farms. It doesn't matter. Any product, they got insurance. I guarantee that business got insurance. And then again, some of them probably even got their name on it. Because if the business failed, it ain't gonna go back to them. But they're gonna have to pay something. I understand this is a business. It's a shady business. But when it comes to real lives and real individuals, and when the aftermath comes, and these doctor bills is going nothing but high, raising higher and higher, just like your bread, just like your eggs. Who gonna be able to pay for that? So what? He go to a nursing home, and then once he died, the government take all his assets. Is that the American way? Is that really the American way? You know? And shoot, Sally Denny said, yep, a couple of soccer players and hoop. Sometimes people ignore signs. I had a friend perfectly in shape, have high blood pressure, has his blood pressure checked by a nurse playing around, and he wouldn't go to the doctor. He's no longer with us no more. Rest in peace to his homie. But there's the thing about the NFL. When you get drafted, they check you out like a piece of meat. They check your bones, they check your heart. Now if they miss something, blah blah blah. But for what we know, he was good to go. That's why he got drafted. That's what makes him a product. He out there on the field producing for his team. It's no different. It's no different from anything. It is no different. So why would certain things have to change? Because why we humans compared to a motor vehicle. Come on, y'all. Stuff's really got to change. The CPA was in the next. I don't know when the next collective bargaining agreement is, but they gonna have to get together and make some type of rule or make it in their contract. Because you heard what G Bush said. It was 56. It was 56 a month. They changed to 4Gs. 4Gs? That's what some of us make right now. If you got a good paying job, you working overtime. You got a good paying job. When you doing overtime, you coming home with 4Gs. That's just straight American living. These guys is risking their bodies, their lives, giving up their families. They don't even see their families half the time because they're on the foot. They're in the building studying and practicing for football. You giving up basically your whole life to play a game that you love. Of course, the benefit is you taking care of your family. I get it. But with these billionaires, so if your billionaire kid got hurt, guess what? You got insurance on them. Y'all got insurance on every damn body. And then Sally Denny was like, you know what? Cats need to put insurance on themselves, which I kind of agree. But if I am the product, which I have been drafted to be the product, I would figure they would put insurance on their product. I guess it's your responsibility to put insurance on yourself too. But if a guy that's only making only $800,000, how much insurance can you buy? That's like, I'm 44. I still need me some life insurance. I got my kids' life insurance. But what they gonna, guess what they gonna throw me? The simple black man. They always throwing the simple black man 10 G's or something. 10 G's. Just burn me, man. Just burn me. What can my kids do with 10 G's? If I die. 30 G's if I die. Come on, man. And that's going for the athlete, which I'm sure is probably a little bit higher, maybe 100,000 or something. I don't know. I'm not an athlete, so I wouldn't know them type of situations. But it is time for the CBA to say, you know what? And then what makes it more crazy, the league is probably what, 85% black? It's time for us to get together, man. It's time for us to get together, man. You see cats, man. You see Percy, man, messed up knees, man. Whatever pension he get, he should be getting more. These cats, man, you putting in all this time, man. You should be getting more. More on what you doing. More on you putting in this work. You sacrificing. And for Damar Hamlin, thank goodness, man, everything is getting back together, man. He get to hold his people's hands, man, because the last 3 days, man, they was going through hell. Stuff that you see cats on Facebook putting out every day. Somebody's family member is being sick. We all praying. We sending prayers. It's the same situation. And condolences to everybody that's on the book. Your people's past, man. I see it. We see it every day. Condolences here, condolences to Damar and his family. But something really gotta happen. Something really, really gotta change. And it starts with the CBA. It starts with that collective bargaining agreement. Because guess what? They just made y'all play an extra game to beat up your body some more. They just added a 18 game, 17, 18 game. What did it be? 9 and 17 games? Or 17 games, 18 weeks. They just added another game, right? beating up your body some more, beating up the product some more. So why? I mean, if you add more games, guess what that happens? More revenue, more streams. Because guess what? Soon as this NFL package come, Google, somebody gonna snatch it up. Google, YouTube, whoever is gonna snatch it up and throw these guys billions, millions, or even billions of dollars. And that's separate, and that's divided for the whole 32 teams. Regardless if you're sorry or not, you still gonna get a piece of that pie. But at the same time, you looking at that guy, oh man, his knee shredded. He can't play. Release him. He getting paid X amount of dollars. Release him. He can't see no more checks. And then when his pension comes, it's just pennies on what he was making. And he's supposed to what? Y'all make him happy because you make him an honorary guy. Put his jersey, put his name on the wall in the stadium. He ain't getting no bread for that. Y'all just giving him a plaque and a jersey. That make him feel good for a couple minutes. But as soon as he leaving, all the cheers going. That ain't helping his knee because he limping up to the podium, grabbing the mic. It might be cold as hell. You might do it in December, November, December. You know how the cold get when your body start to aching and stuff. Nobody care about awards, man. Cats need compensated, man. Need compensated. Need broken off, straight up. Y'all go through all these things to the draft in Indianapolis, checking these dudes out like they a piece of meat. Make them run 40s, cones, jump, just slave shit. All this stuff to see what type of product you can produce. And we ain't gonna talk about the guys that's making the meals. We're gonna talk about the guys that's like in the second, third, maybe fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round. They ain't making that change. They ain't making that bread. And these guys get hurt and you release them, they out back in the hood, man. Save your money. Save your money. It ain't so much you can save, man, when you gotta take care of everybody. You can't save everybody. I get it. But what I'm gonna do, okay, I probably got 20,000, 50,000 in the bank. I'm paralyzed. Guess what that 50,000 gonna do? Go straight to bills. And shout out to Damar Hamlin's charity. They gave out $6 million. If people got the heart to give him over $6 million, then NFL, you need to match that and probably double what he just about to get. Because when he wake up and see what's really going on, yeah, he gonna be happy about that $6 million. Like, man, I appreciate everybody supporting my foundation, my charity, and this is going out to the kids. And people are gonna say, yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. But what about me? What about me? What about my kids? What about my wife? What about my mom and my dad going through this struggle with me, going through this pain, this heartache? I need compensated so I could be cool for the rest of my life and I ain't got to worry about nothing. Yeah, I'm going to still pull out these charities and foundations because that's what I got to do. But I still got to look up in order for me to continue to do that. I need compensated. I need help myself too. That's it. That's it. Come on. And then it comes to the conclusion, man. Well, maybe not a conclusion. It just comes to a situation, man. Man, do we want our kids to be in this situation, man? We see what's going on, man. Because you got a boy, man. You want him to just be a rough dude, a protector, just no softy. You know, you want him to play football. These youths, man, we do it. We learn football even before we put on a helmet. In my generation, we was out in the P playing rough and tumble with no helmets on, just tackling, doing this till street lights came on. And then we got with Big Ed, rest in peace, Big Ed. Then we put on the helmets. We playing well something I can't even remember, something in the middle, going head up, boom. You 8 years old getting that ring in your head. Don't even know what the hell's going on. It's part of that CTE. That's why some of us act a fool right now. Acting crazy towards our ladies and stuff. We don't know what's going on. We trying our best. And then you go, your kid step to the next level, junior high, the next level, high school, the next level, college. He get drafted. You in the green room. You got on your fly suit. Your son got on his fly suit. He iced out. He might even throw you one too. He get drafted. Y'all cry. Son, this is the best thing ever happened in my life because you raised him right. Mommy happy. Now you know he play you. It's a Monday night. You watch him. Now he play, he tackle somebody, and he don't get up. And this is not a concussion. It's worse. Now you sitting back thinking, man, damn. One, is my son gonna be alive? Got one of them niggas. Two, what's gonna happen next? Three, if he don't shake up out of this, how we gonna be financially right to help take care of our son? All this going through your mind. And you ain't even think about the sport no more. And what? Your head coach come, he was a good kid. He studied film. He did all this and all. He did the right things. I don't want to hear that. I know what my son was. I taught him that. I raised him to be that. Now who gonna help my son throughout this situation? That's it, man. That's it. And that's what we need to think about. You know, you say this happened every once in a blue moon. Continue your son. Your son playing. Hey, I ain't the one to I ain't the one to tell you not to do it. Continue to do it. Because McKinley's still gonna have football players just like Massillon. They still gonna produce cats, still gonna want to go to O State or whatever. But we just gotta be careful. Or we just got or just pray and just pray and just pray that nothing like this happens again. It's scary, man. It's scary. Everybody, because this is a microwave type world now. Everybody wanted instant. Pow, pow. I understand you gotta get it. Go get it, son. If this is how you feel, go get it, son. I just pray that I'm not watching you, or I don't find out that you in the stadium and you not be able to move or even wake up or being having CPR performed on you. It's real crazy. It's real crazy. It's real crazy. But then, man, I'm gonna end it off. Well, not end it off, but last but not least, you got this damn Skip Bayless. I used to love this guy. I really used to love this guy. I used to love the crap out of Skip Bayless. Then he put out that ridiculous tweet. I ain't prop it up. But if y'all don't know, check it out, man. Check it out on find it in Google, YouTube, whatever. Skip put out a ridiculous tweet talking about they should be playing the games and this and that. It's just dudes being hurt. It's dudes. It's not. It's a dude that's almost died on the field, and you put this type of ridiculous tweet out, and it's just kind of embarrassing for you to even do something like that. And for Shannon not to come that next day, I give him kudos to that. And you can tell in Skip's face, he was kind of embarrassed. Cass was gunning for him. Cass was truly gunning for this dude. So he trying to just shake it off. But that's what cats like him do. And then when Shannon come back and explain himself, check out what your man talk about, man. This is courtesy of Sports World Wars. So check it out.
I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this: in watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Damar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me
Okay.
finish.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Okay.
You could have came back. Skip,
Well, I thought-
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up.
No, I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Damar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanations. So clearly,
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
So you can see he's about pissed off, man. Other than being contractually suited with the, he'd have been left. You got Skip trying to crap on him, talking about Tom Brady was a better quarterback or a better player than he was. They play two different positions, man. For one, quarterbacks don't get touched no more. And now he's trying to confront, I'm not going to put that tweet down. Why would you not put the tweet down? Or to take it off? Why not? Because that's you in your arrogance mode, man. You just being an arrogant dude, man. You think your crap don't stink. And it's a dude in Cincinnati, in the Cincinnati hospital fighting for his life. And you put such a horrible tweet out there. I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it for guys like you. But at the end of the day, life still gotta go on. We still gotta figure this thing out, man. And shout out to Shannon even being a grown up and just like, you know what? Let's carry on. Let's carry on. So today was not the day to talk about teams. I would talk about them Saturday and Sunday. It's just understanding what the NFL needs to do for people that's in a position like Hamlin, and it's a thing for us with our kids. Do we want to put our in a situation that everybody got their own mind, their own choices, own views? I get it. It's just a lot of stuff to think about, man. It's a lot of stuff to think about. So at that, I appreciate everybody that listened. Not catch the replays, gonna be on all week. Until then, you now rocking with your boy Herm Jack, aka the Black Jameson Hensley. Bird Gang is definitely in the building and always be. Until then, I catch y'all this Saturday. Peace!